Shalom, Boker Tov, everyone. Rabbi Eric Solomon in Raleigh, North Carolina, Beth Mar Synagogue. Morning Torah, really for Rosh Hashanah. This is the last Shabbat before Rosh Hashanah. It's Parshat Nitzavim, but we're going to focus on standing here on Rosh Hashanah and a little aspect of prayer. There's a wonderful phrase in Jewish mystical tradition that says Hamelech Basadeh in the month of Elul. Hamelech meaning the king is in the field. And it's a metaphorical phrase for God. You know, let's get beyond God's gender. God's beyond gender, and God's not really in a field. But there's an idea in Kabbalah that God, during a lot of the year, is very far away, transcendent, hard to connect to, like a distant parent, let's say, that doesn't reveal God's self very well. A parent who's distant, just holds back emotions, stuff like that. Doesn't give us a hug. During Elul, right now, and into Rosh Hashanah, God is in the field. God's like with us. God's very, very close. And so, as opposed to being in the palace, like high, far away, like Rapunzel, God's real close. Now, what's that metaphor mean for us? So, on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, look, there's a lot of people coming to shul that are not regular shul goers, and that's okay. It's great. Rabbis love that. No need to feel Jewish guilt about that. Good you're coming to shul, or following online, or getting more interested in Jewish life, or your neshama, your soul. Good, that's the point. But one of the pieces is that the Melech is that God's in the field means that it's a chance for each of us to truly pray in a way that's intimate with God. Now, a lot of the prayers, melodies, for some of us, they are so resonant. The melodies go back, we feel like they're in the deepest part of our hearts and souls. For others, prayer in the synagogue and being in synagogue a long time, and the prayers tend to be longer, is not that interesting and not that compelling, or at least parts are. I get it. I understand. Okay, but I want to say that there are moments, like during the silent Amidah, silent prayer, or during certain prayers like the Shema, or other times when there's psalms being offered and you may not grasp all the Hebrew. It's okay just to close your eyes or focus your heart and just offer like a conversation between you and God. And you might sound silly, like say, oh, what am I talking to myself? It's okay. Firstly, don't do it out loud. You can do it in your heart, okay? But it's just, that's the idea that the Melech HaBasadeh means that God's kind of in this intimate, like a friend. You're talking to a friend about what is on your heart. What do you want to work on? Where do you want to do better? Where does the world need prayer? In our own country, in Israel, amongst our people, in North Carolina, in our congregation, and of course inside yourself. Each of us has yearnings. It's like sharing with a friend that God is our friend on Rosh Hashanah, and especially in Elul. So I invite you to experiment this Rosh Hashanah. Don't get caught up, am I on the right page? It's okay. Let it flow from your heart. Shana Tova.